Hello, all you coin aficionados out there, and welcome to the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Today we have for you a 1/4 rupee coin from pre-independence India. This is a coin from the year 1944, in the middle, actually nearing the end of World War II. It looks a little green, as you can see, and there's a reason for that. That is because this coin is a silver coin. It is 50% silver, and it has a melt value of about $1.50 US. You can see the front, or the obverse. It says George VI, King Emperor, and there's a picture of George VI facing left. There is a beaded, but not quite a beaded, more of aligned with different size lines and different indentation of lines around the inner rim of the front. The actual rim itself is very interesting. It is what they called a security rim. So if you can look, it's kind of hard to see, but there's actually two pieces of metal on the outside and a indented, maybe a 32nd or 64th of an inch indentation in there. We call this, or I call this, a coin sandwich. It has two layers of metal and an inner layer. The back is it's just a beautiful coin. It says 1/4 rupee, India. Then underneath here in Urdu, in Indian language, it says 4 annas, which equals 1/4 rupee. Now, many of you coin collectors that have Indian coins know that there is an Indian coin named an anna, and there is also an Indian coin named 1/12 of an anna. This is 1/4 of a rupee, or 4 annas. Surrounding the center is a wreath made of roses, thistles, shamrock leaves, and lotus flowers. And it has kind of this toothed border around the outside. In the center, you can see it says 1/4 rupee, India, 1944, and then 4 annas. But also, there are varieties of this coin where this flower, the center, see the outside layer of the flower, and then there's an inside higher layer of the flower. There are some varieties of this particular coin which have a dotted or six-pointed flower in the middle. And this, I'll blow it up a little bit, as you can see. This is not a dotted or six-pointed flower. This is more of a flat dot of a flower. However, there is something else very interesting on this. As you know, there were two main mints in India, the Bombay and the Calcutta mint, and the custom was to put a little dot down here, and the dot would signify the Bombay mint, and no dot would signify the Calcutta mint. But this year, in 1944, they also put an L mint here, and that's for Lahore mint. Lahore, Lahore. And that is actually the L mint mark right there, which, again, if we have at least 3 varieties of this, they call the one with the dotted flower, dotted center of the flower, the reverse B. They call this the Lahore mint. Then there is also a dot, which is from the Bombay mint, and then there is a no dot. Sometimes it's just blank in there, and that would be from the Calcutta mint. From the Lahore mint, there were 86,400,000 of these made. The coin is, and this particular coin was made, design was made from the years 1943 to 1945. The coin is 2.92 grams, 19.4 millimeters in diameter. It has a round shape, and again, we talked to you about the security edge with the toothed border. Now, in one of our prior videos, we talked about the coinage in India, and at the time, this was probably worth 40 something cents. And at the time, a rupee in India was worth about 40 to 50 cents US. And so this would have been worth about 10 to 12 and a half cents US in 1944. And we looked at the purchasing power at the time, and this particular coin in 1944, a 1/4 rupee, would have been able to buy you between 10 and 12 pounds of rice. So maybe enough rice for a family for 2-3 days, for a person, maybe enough pounds for a week if they ate sparingly. And again, people were eating sparingly in India in 1944. Britain was at war. India was at war with the Nazis and the Japanese. And this was a time at which things were very fluid in terms of things were happening. So here we have it from DC Coin World International Coin Channel, the 1/4 rupee of India. It is silver. If you find it, keep it. People are melting down silver. It's probably worth, again, $5 or so US right now, plus shipping. So if you have some, keep them because they're not going to last. Have a good day from the DC Coin World International Coin Channel.